Всем привет, и сегодня мы снова продолжаем проходить Noire. Отправляемся на место поджога. Там вроде бы что-то спалили. Ой, блин, сюда нам. В прошлой серии перевели в другой отдел нас. Пожар в доме Стефенсов. А, так тут еще два дома получается. Тут не один дом.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so.
Ой, я отсюда даже дым вижу.
Down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation.
Пожар в доме Стефенсов.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is now that pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Так, поговорить со Стефенсом. Я так понял, вот
Mr.
он.
Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Билет. Туристическое агентство Гулливерс Travel, пункт назначения остров Каталина.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Понятно. Розыгрыш поедет.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Фонд развития пригородов. Ну, истина.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Так, фонд развития
The
пригородов.
redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Сомнение.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Так, вопросы правильные. Ну, это хорошо. Это отлично. Сейчас позвоним. По телефону там в отдел. Найти адрес фонда. Сейчас позвоню. И будем уже искать адрес.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
Фонд развития пригородов. Какой-то почтовый ящик. А, не, это не почтовый ящик.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Ага, вот подъезжаем. Вот приехали уже. Это уже дом Сойеров.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Так, давай посмотрим, что тут. А это что, жертвы?
Mal,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Так, ну осматривать их не надо, наверное. Или надо?
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Ужасы, блин. Офигеть. Все загорело. Ух ты.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
А, ну-ка.
You can still catch 'em.
Сука. О, попался. Ах ты тварь. Попался, ублюдок. Добегался.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
Так, ну и шо это?
Aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Коробка спичечная, там спички, сигарета. Интересная штука.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Так. Вот оно. Турагентство это. Поехали. Ага, вот. Рядом тут турагентство. Это. Все, приехали. О, прикольно сделано.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham, can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Так. Вот они, да?
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
А что тут еще? Что-то. О, вот еще, подожди.
Here they are.
Стефенсы.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Так. Давай интуицию используем. Блин, я не знаю. Истина.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Рекламный розыгрыш поездок. Так.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Наверное, истина, я не знаю даже.
How
Пускай
does it
истина.
really work? A company wants to promote a product. They send out flyers. Customer phones or writes in that they have the winning number. Simple.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Один только правильный
Fire
вопрос.
Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should
Пожарное
feel privileged.
депо.
He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Пожарное депо номер 32.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants.
Ну да, кстати, там не похоже на обычный пожар, потому что там полностью все поразносило. Это был взрыв. Я уже просто не стал говорить. Ну, я догадался.
Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Is the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Ага, это мы уже видели, кстати. Это ж та же фигня, по-моему. Ну, вроде бы так. Какие-то номера тут. А не это дата.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps, you're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Блин. Ни хрена себе. Вы чё, гоните, блин? А как я это все тут сделаю? Нет, подожди. Поставь ее сюда. И возьми вот это вот. Вот так вот.
Good, your regulator's in position.
А, так это... Ну... Ага.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Так в смысле, я же уже все сделал. А, ну подожди. Наверное, вот так вот. Нет, 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 нет. Да поставь же ты ее, блин. Зараза, блин. Вот сюда вот. Бери эту штуку. И ставь сюда. Бля, тупой, блин. Сюда, да сюда поставь. Это ничего не ставится туда? Блин. Я ж вроде бы уже поставил или нет. Ну, получается вот так вот. Я не особо, конечно, понимаю. Да возьми эту. Ну не эту, блин. Вот эту, блин.
Okay, I'll light your pilot. Turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Вот рычаг. О!
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so...
Так, сейчас поедем по этому адресу. Ага, зовут InstaHeat. Штаб-квартира. Зовут мастерская.
We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. He loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things. We don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Так, ну пошли к главному. Ага, вот он.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Сомнение.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Так.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Так. Я даже не знаю. Ложь.
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Так. Водонагреватель был обслужен Райаном.
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasic?
I need guys, detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Давай сюда список.
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Так.
I swear, this town is going
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Так. Ага, вот телефон.
What the hell?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Kidding?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942.
Нифига себе.
4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Уолтер
Ryan
Клеменс.
Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Да сколько же этих досье,
Your
блин.
employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasic. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show it and keep quiet.
А ну-ка, давай, покажи.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasic.
Какая-то фигня.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Так. Ага, вот еще шкафчик. Охренеть, сколько тут этих. А что у каждого эти, я не пойму. Брошюры, блин. А зачем они им?
some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Не, ну один бред какой-то.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Так, еще один шкафчик, давай.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley
Ух
has a
ты.
problem with bugs.
Спираль.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Так, ну все, мы отсюда уезжаем.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
So you're the first in this.
Я даже не знаю, с кого начинать, блин. Аж сразу 3 подозреваемых. Блин, многовато как-то. Так, что-то опять уже тут готовится. Очередной поджог. Так, карта. Карта. Рабочий объект Райана. Ну, давай его сначала проверим. Поехали. Ну, расследование отлично продвигается. Так что, как бы должны найти этих преступников. Или преступника, я не знаю, может он один, может их много. А тут и недалеко, кстати.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
Ах ты тварь. Оба-на. Да, быстро ты. Офигеть. Отъездился.
Put your hands where I can see them.
А как он так, блин, перевернулся? И гнаться не надо, охренеть. Ну, отлично просто.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Так, ну чё? Теперь давай. Рабочий объект Варли. Давай теперь.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat.
Сюда.
He's wanted for murder. We say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
Вот там какой-то дым я видел.
Been a while.
Опять что-то подпалили. Эти объекты все рядом.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ну куда ты побежал? Офигеть, и не боится, блин. Тварь. Я ж тебя могу пристрелить прямо сейчас, блин, ублюдка. Чего они все убегают? Да ну как его догнать, блин? Даже ж в ногу нельзя стрелять. Сразу пишет задание провалено, типа, блин, преступник убит. Да давай же ты, бля! Куда, мразь? В машину хотел, блин, сесть. Сейчас бы уже хрен я его догнал.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Что-то мне кажется, что это этот урод убийца. Или, то есть, не убийца. Не, ну, в принципе, да, убийца. Он же поджигает дома, там, как бы люди погибают. Так, теперь сюда. Клеменс. Сейчас опять тоже убегать будет. Так, приехали. Вот он.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Связь с Варли.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Ложь.
You have a real viper's nest at Insta-Heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that.
Так. А ну-ка. Водонагреватель был обслужен Варли.
Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
Неправильно.
You were licensed and worked for Insta-Heat?
I contract for them. So what?
Сомнение.
Insta-Heat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Что это сейчас было? Связь с Райаном.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Сомнение.
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
Там и первый слечу вопрос по ходу сомнения.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Так, все, погнали в отделение. Да, там первый вопрос, походу, тоже сомнение был. Не надо было ложь нажимать, так что не стоит ложь нажимать, если кто будет проходить. Сомнение. Но не истина, это точно. Я просто там неправильно, ну, там нажал ложь, там надо было потом это доказать, как бы. Неправильно там нажал. Выбрал.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Предъявив обвинение подозреваемого, вы его закроете. Понятно. А вот подозреваемый. Так, сейчас поговорим.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Работа в доме Сойеров.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Ложь.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
А, докажи. Чем вы докажете? Ну, сейчас докажу. Так. Водонагреватель был обслужен в Варле. Я думаю, пойдет такое доказательство. Да?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
О.
Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Insta-heat.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Не, ну я тебе не верю, ложь.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire?
Да сейчас тебе будут доказательства, не волнуйся. Так. Подожди. Сейчас. Надо подумать.
Hey, buddy, why don't you stand around some more while I sneak out that door?
Так, подожди. Клеменса.
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
Обвинение. Ладно, заканчиваем.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Не, мне кажется, надо еще этого допросить. Вот он.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Так.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Ну, конечно, ложь.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Не, ну это бред, ну как это ты не знаешь? Анархическая брошюра Клеменса.
Looks like you're the one who needs advice on how to do his job.
Ой, блин, я что-то не то выбрал.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Опять ложь.
Tell me the truth, Ryan. It's the only chance you've got. You're getting some kind of kickback from the fund.
So I'm an agitator for change, but I take kickbacks. How does that make any sense?
Так. А ну-ка. Подожди. Может, вот досье, которое мы этому предъявили. Варли.
You're just a stooge. A brown shirt for your capitalist paymasters.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ложь.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Так. Что-то, блин, не знаю.
So you know just what I'm thinking, as well as what I'm supposed to have done. Give me a break.
Обвинение в покушении на
You have
убийство.
a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
И опять ложь.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Ну, досье.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Блин, а как это, я не пойму.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Buddy, you drop something? Gotta have it.
Блин, ну я даже не знаю. Что-то мы натупили. Это 100% он, блин. Наделал делов. Ладно, короче, давай ему обвинение.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Как-то так.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Не того, получается, обвинили, блин. Правильных вопросов только 7 из 15, а улики почти все нашли. Для дела о 4 убийствах обвинения против Варли выглядят весьма шаткими. Ну, блин. Не знаю, как по-другому там.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Так, что там за дело будет? Новое какое-то. А ну-ка. Прогулка по Елисейским полям.
House fire, bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Расследовать пожар в жилом доме. Опять поджог. Ну ладно, давай уже будем заниматься этим делом в следующей серии. Так что на этом все. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, нажимайте на колокольчик, выберите все уведомления, пишите комментарии. Все ссылки на донат, на все будут в описании. Всем пока.